You had something important to do today, something that actually mattered, and somehow you cleaned your room instead. You suddenly needed to organize your files. You got hungry at a very specific, very convenient time. You opened your phone just for 2 minutes. 2 hours later, the important thing is still undone. Here, what's strange? You are not stupid. You know exactly what you should do being. You could probably explain in detail exactly why this matters, and you did the opposite anyway. This is not laziness. Lazy people don't feel guilty. You feel guilty every single time. So, if you are not lazy and you are clearly not stupid, what do you keep going this to yourself? Stay with me because the answer is something most people go their entire lives without understanding. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Self sabotage is not a malefication, it is working exactly as designed. Your brain has one job above everything else: keep you safe. Not happy, not successful, not fulfilled, safe. And somewhere in your past, your brain learned something dangerous. It learned that trying fully and failing hurts more than not trying at all. So now, every time you get close to something that actually matters, your brain panics. Not because it wants you to fail, because failing while you didn't really try feels survivable. But failing while you gave everything, that feels like it could destroy you. So your brain does the only thing it knows how to do. It sabotages the attempt to protect you from the result. Think back, somewhere in your childhood, there was a moment. Maybe you tried really hard at something genuinely, fully tried, and someone laughed or compared you to someone better or said nothing at all when you needed them to say anything. And in that moment, a very young, very impressionable brain made a decision. It decided, if I don't try fully, I can't be fully rejected. That decision was not stupid. For a child with no other way to survive that pain, it was actually brilliant. The problem is that child grew up, but the strategy never updated. You are still protecting a version of yourself that doesn't exist anymore. Self sabotage rarely looks like sabotage. It wears disguises. Disguise number one: perfectionism. I'll submit it once it's perfect. It's never perfect because perfect was never the goal, not finishing was. If you never finish, you never get judged. Discuss number 2: sudden disinterest. Right before something matters, you suddenly don't even care that much anymore. That's not honesty, that's your brain protecting you from caring about something you might lose. Discuss number 3: self deprecation before anyone else can. I am probably going to mess this up anyway. You say it first, so it happened. You predicted it. You are not surprised. You are not exposed. 3 discusses, 1 purpose. Make sure you never have to feel the full weight of trying and not be enough. Here why every motivational speech you have ever heard has not fixed this. Just try harder, just push through, just believe in yourself. None of that works because you are not fighting a lack of willpower. You are fighting a protection system that thinks it's saving your life. You cannot motivate your way past a fair response. You can only do one thing. You have to go back to that part of you that's still protecting a child who needed protecting a long time ago and tell it something true. You can let go now. I am not that child anymore and I can survive being seen and being judged and sometimes failing. I am not as a fragile as you think I am. So here's what you actually do. Not a 5-step plan, not a productivity hack. 3 real things. First, name it when it happens. Next time you find yourself suddenly cleaning, scrolling, or not caring right before something important, say it out loud. This is the protection response, not the truth. Naming it weakness it instantly. Second, lower the stakes on purpose. Don't aim for perfect, aim for done badly. Tell yourself this attempt does not need to be good, it just needs to exist. Your brain panics less when the target is not perfection. Third, let yourself be disappointed without being destroyed. Try the thing. If it goes badly, let it hurt for an hour. Then close the door on it. Prove to that scared part of you that disappointment is survivable. Because every time you survive trying and not succeeding, that protective system inside you trusts you a little more and it losing its grip just a little. Do that enough times, and one day you will realize it. You are not sabotaging yourself anymore, you are just living. Subscribe to Shadow Success because every week one new video that changed your life